Welcome to the Seedy AF podcast. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm the Omega. We're going to take you on a journey behind the scenes as a married couple who create adult games for a living together. Now let's get seedy.
In each episode, we'll dive into your most burning questions and give you an inside look into our daily lives as adult game developers and the adult game industry as a whole.
We know there are a lot of people out there curious about what it's like to be an adult game developer, especially as a married couple. We get questions all the time, online, in real life, from players, fans, friends, and family.
Yeah, and eventually it's like, what are we even doing? Clearly, people would kill to be a fly on the wall during our day-to-day conversations, so why not record them and share them? So we decided to make this podcast. Now, before we wrap up this introductory episode, we just wanted to explain the name of the podcast, Seedy AF, and where that came from.
So for years, I would tell friends and family, the ones I actually was willing to confide in what we do, I would tell them that we're working on the seedy business. And then the past year, some family ended up buying me a shirt that had a watermelon with seeds on it, and it said Seedy AF. And I was so excited because I was going to be able to wear it out in public, and nobody was going to know what I did except for the people who were in the know.
Yeah, and anybody who knows laughs when they see that t-shirt because we have been calling it our CD business or the CD games for years as a code word that we can use in public so that, you know, a random person overhearing isn't going to know what we're talking about, but our friends and family that do know what we do, they know what we're talking about. And, you know, as a married couple, we do end up talking about business a lot in public where other people can hear. And so that CD code word is perfect for that. And then, yeah, the watermelon t-shirt on top of it just makes us crack up every time he wears it or people see it. For me, I also like it because as a couple, we have worked on, you know, trying to start a successful business for many years. And we had, you know, many failed businesses before this one really took off. And so we talk a lot about how we try to plant seeds everywhere that we go and look for opportunities. And, you know, you just never know what will grow from what you plant. And so this is the first, you know, business. This is the first seed that we've planted that has actually grown into something. So calling it CD also feels significant in that way. And then, of course, being the adult business, the word seed has lots of, you know, other meanings as well. So it just works perfectly on so many different levels.
In the future, we're hoping that we're going to have some exciting questions to be able to answer, and they're going to be our episodes. We're going to cover topics like what it's like working with your spouse all day, and if at the end of the day, do you actually still love each other or do you hate each other, how that goes. And then another topic might be like how we originally got into the adult game industry.
Yeah, I think the number one question that we get is what's it like working with your spouse all day? Because even if we don't tell people what exactly our business is, we do tell people that we started and run a business together. So that seems to be people's most burning question, and that will probably be the first one that we answer. But we don't want this podcast to just be about us. We definitely want to know what burning questions you have. So feel free to ask us anything about our lives, the industry, specific aspects of game development. You can submit your questions via email, on Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, on Steam or Itch, or whatever platform you're listening to us on. I'll make sure to include links in the descriptions that you know how to get in touch with us.
We really can't wait to hear from you soon. Please include any questions that you have on your mind, anything you can think of that would be fun or that you're just dying to know. Thank you for joining us in this first episode of the Seedy AF podcast. We're really excited to have you here with us as we start this journey together.
Stay tuned for more episodes and don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with others.
We hope we planted some seeds with you. See you next time.
Bye.